What's up guys, Blunt Cuts here. This is a Watcher Realms video. I'm going to be talking about Constance today. So Constance is kind of an outlier as far as defenders are concerned. She does a couple things that defenders don't typically do. She provides inspiration, which is really something that nobody except for Dolores and I guess some of the more recent additions, Faircy came in, and then I guess probably gonna get this name wrong, but I think it's Dasomi is a chaotic healer that provides some inspiration. I think low-level inspiration to her allies. So an inspiration, if you don't know, it basically takes a percentage of the caster's attack and provides it to all of their allies in range. Constance is kind of the second hero, aside from Dolores, that their primary role is to provide this inspiration bonus to their allies. So you're not going to be building Constance as a tank. I guess you could try, but you can see her base HP is a bit lower than a lot of the other defenders in the game. Most of them have HP at base around 28k or higher. The defense is a little lower as well, I believe. Let's take a look, actually. We can take a look at Brokir. Brokir's got 4k base defense. He's got 28k, almost 29k HP base. So that may not seem like a big difference, but considering that most of the gearing at endgame is based around multiplying those base stats by a certain amount, say by HP percent or something like that, it really does add up to a big difference. So what you're going to want to look for with Constance, there's really only one gearing option that makes sense on the right side gear. And that is going to be Invigoration, for two reasons. One, Invigoration, let's see if we can't pull up some Invigoration gear real quick and I can show you the set bonus there. So Invigoration, pull up this piece, we can scroll down a little bit maybe. No, it's not going to show us the whole tooltip there. Click on it here, still not going to show us. Come on, Moonton, we can't see. How are we going to read your wonderfully crafted set descriptions if you don't pull them up? So in any case, wearing 3 pieces of Invigoration, healing effect plus 25, that will help Constance because she does provide some heals, and they actually are decent. They're larger, in my experience, than the ones that Dolores provides. When deployed, the hero and one random ally in range gain 10% attack. So, not only is it going to provide an attack buff to your damage dealers, or one of your damage dealers, but it's also going to apply the 10% attack to the hero wearing the Invigoration set as well. So in this case, that would be Constance. And since her ultimate, pull it up here, applies 35% inspiration to other allies in range for 15 seconds. So this inspiration, if we click on it, increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack. While this effect is active, other buffs affecting inspiration will not take effect, blah, blah, blah. Additionally, the caster is immune to such buffs. So we can't say like double stack Dolores and Constance and have Dolores share her attack, but the inspiration or the Invigoration bonus from the set is going to go on to Constance, and when she does share that attack, it is going to benefit everybody in her party. So it really is, if you're using Constance as an inspiration kind of cannon for everybody else, then it really makes a lot of sense to have her in Invigoration. If you can't put her in Invigoration, let's see if there's any other sets that you might want to put on her. I don't believe so, truth be told. I didn't really look into this because this is by far the clear winner. I guess you could put her in Asclepius, but that is not going to boost her attack at all, so it's not going to help the inspiration. But if you were building her as a tank, you could do that because that does have an HP or a healing effect bonus as well as an HP bonus. So that would kind of synergize somewhat with her kit. Let's see. Mana Spring, I suppose you could put her in. That increases your rage regen by 3, your passive rage regen. So you see rage regen auto down here is 14. I believe that's every second, so it would bump it up to 17 a second. That's about a 20% increase to your rage regen, which is, it's not bad. It doesn't sound bad anyway, but I don't think that I think that you'd probably be better served stacking actual rage regen up to a certain point anyway, and maybe Mana Spring comes into play. Of course, then when you maybe you're getting more ultimates off, but you're not sharing as much attack because your attack is not as high. And I think the other reason that Invigoration kind of scales so well with her is because the it's a gold set, so that the main stat is actually higher than the other sets in the game as well. So it is kind of like the creme de la creme. Anyway, getting back to this, let's see what else. I guess you could use Glacier. If you have attack percent main stat Glacier gear, you could put that on her, and that's going to provide somewhat of a boost to her inspiration buff. So that's okay. I'll be honest, I think the Glacier is kind of a dumb set. I don't think it works all that well, and I'm not really sure what its use is, other than potentially for Constance and I guess Dolores. But it's going to be outpaced by Invigoration regardless. So, I think ultimately it is not one that is worth putting up. I guess maybe some of these low sets, if you could ever get good gear in it, that might be okay. I think like Rapidity well, that's just going to reduce her cost. That's not going to do any much. I don't think anything else is really going to help down there. Yeah, I don't know what Unshaken Will and Morale are. I know that I don't think they're in the game yet. I think they're coming to the game, or maybe they've been tournament rewards or something like that. I've heard about that. So I guess at the end of the day, I think you have two options here, really, realistically. You can either use Invigoration if you have it, and for Invigoration, what you're going to want is all attack percent main stat gear, and then preferably with flat attack substats on them as well. The other option that I would suggest is actually to just not use a set and go and find the best combination of offset pieces that all have attack percent on main stats and have the highest attack flat substats. That way you can boost your attack as high as possible. What I would recommend is an artifact. So I've got Keen Wisdom on her. The other one that was released recently is this one, this Astral Obelisk. So you're only getting 5% increased attack on this, as opposed to the 16 that you get from Keen Wisdom. You are going to get some rage regen. So it says after receiving healing, increases rage regen by 25% for 5 seconds. I'm not sure if she heals herself as well. She does heal herself. Yeah, so she does heal herself. So that's probably a good option for her. I think that Keen Wisdom at 25 is probably going to outpace that the benefit of having 11% more attack is going to outpace the rage regen. But you are probably going to be able to activate this pretty consistently with Constance, since she is constantly healing everybody. I wonder if it will activate even if she is topped off. So she's at 100% HP, but a heal goes off and she doesn't gain any health from it. Is she still going to get that rage regen? That's something that probably could use some testing. But yeah, so what I would do, what I'm actually going to do is just swap off. We're going to find Dolores in here somewhere. Where are you? Come on, dancing lady. I'm sure you're all thinking like there she is. Yep, I scrolled past her twice. So you can see in Dolores' gear, we've got 14,400 attack. That is pretty awesome. She does have higher base attack than Dolores, so that she has a lower inspiration that she provides, but her base attack is higher. I think when you consider those two things, they are relatively similar as far as the amount of attack that they can share. I do think Dolores is just better overall, but that's just my perspective. She is significantly lower cost, so that does come into play. Dolores only costs 5, and the cost for Constance is, where is it? There it is, 18. So 3.5 times more, basically, to deploy Constance as opposed. Now, like I said, she does something like the healing is significantly better from Constance, and there are places that you can use her, like in Codex, that you wouldn't really find it practical to bring Dolores in, so that's something to keep in mind. However, yeah, you're going to want something like this. So attack bonus, big attack, flat stat roll. Attack bonus, it's not the greatest attack. I don't have the greatest invigoration gear, if I'm being honest with you, but you will see that all these pieces have attack bonus main stat, and they have some flat attack underneath. As far as the left side gear, you're really only looking at two different gear sets. Let's take a look here at what we've got here. So you can see I've got large attack bonus rolls on both of these pieces. That was my priority. The chest piece should have an attack bonus and a flat attack roll on it. So as you can see, like this one here. As far as the sets that you might be using, there's really only two that make any sense. The first one would be Warlord, which is what she's wearing. I wouldn't worry about the attack speed, but the plus 25% attack is important, and that's why Calamity is the other one that works well too. So that's also going to give you plus 25% attack bonus. So that's really how you want to gear her. But there's really not much more to say about Constance, honestly. She does two things. She provides kind of bad heals, and she provides some really great inspiration bonuses, especially in spots where you are kind of limited to melee units, because she's going to be able to be deployed on the ground, whereas Dolores is, of course, a platform unit. But in any case, I think that's probably enough about Constance. If you do have any thoughts that you'd like to share, or you want to tell me why I'm wrong about Constance and how she is, a fantastic defender or something like that, I mean, that would be great. I'd love to know why I'm wrong about this. As it stands, she's really more of a support hero. But please do leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear more about what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. And yeah, guys, if you have any thoughts about other videos that you'd like to see me make, I'd be more than happy to do so. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy the content. That really motivates me to continue making it. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day.